How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Takeoff Tuesday. In this video, we're going to take a look at add-ons in Measure Square. So for those of you that don't use add-ons, this is going to be a huge time saver for picking up multiple things at one time. So the simplest way to do this is to just attach it to certain materials. And what I mean by that is, so right now when you put this VCT in here, all it's going to pick up is the square foot of the VCT. But let's say you want to pick up some other things with that. Say maybe you want to add the adhesive and the install and maybe the base.
Maybe I do.
So instead of dropping all these on there one by one, if you make them add-ons, and the big thing is you want to make sure this box right here is checked. And I'll show you why in just a second. If you have those as add-ons, you can just come here, click on this checkbox, and you're going to have this whole list of things to choose from. And so you can see these. Just hit OK, and then save that. So then anytime we come and drop this VCT, it's going to pick up all those items we just attached to it. And then you can see here off to the side the list of what's getting picked up. So the only thing, you can attach base, and I've said this in previous videos, but I don't always like that, and then I'm going to show you why here in just a second for the sheet vinyl. That's not always a great choice to attach your base, because not all the rooms maybe are going to have that same base or base at all. And once it's attached, you can't come in here and remove it. So if, say this room didn't have base, when we take it out, it's not going to let you do that because it's attached to that VCT. So wherever the VCT is, that base is automatically going to go. And the only way to come back and do that is to come back and unattach it. But then that's going to take it away from all the VCT on the job. So you would almost have to make a separate VCT with no base and use that, if that makes sense. So I don't recommend attaching base for those reasons. This is more just an example on how this works. And what I mentioned a minute ago about making sure this box is checked. So if I uncheck this, well, here, we'll just do this in real time as normal. Okay, I'm gonna take this off and we'll come back and uncheck this. So now it is not selected as an add-on. So but now when I go back and say, hey, I want to add this, come back to this, my list, it's not going to show up in this list. Okay, so anything that you want to use this way, I feel like we're just going back and forth these screens.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Make sure this box is checked. So that's one way you can do it. The way I use it a lot is for stuff like sheet vinyl. So really all I attach to my sheet vinyl is the heat weld. And then I make another material and attach all the extras that I want to pick up. So cove cap, cove stick, and corner counts if you need them. So you could also attach all this to your sheet vinyl, but I'm going to show you in just a second why I don't always like doing that. So for this has a flash coving base. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to drag it on, and it works the same. It's going to pick up all these extra pieces that I have attached to the sheet vinyl items material. So, and then this is why I like having it separate, because now we come over here, same flooring material does not get flash coving. So then this way we can keep it separate. We can pick up all these items in the rooms we need to. If it's base, then we don't have to worry about that, and we just drop the base in there. So that's another example of what I was trying to say with the VCT, attaching the base to the material. You may have to go job by job. If you know all the sheet vinyls on there is flash coved, feel free to attach everything. It's just something you kind of got to keep in mind before you start just attaching things and dragging and dropping, because it's a pain to go back and fix it once you've done it. The other way I use it is same thing as for some tile bases, get inside and outside corners. So let's say we just have a base in here, and then same thing. I just want to pick up my corners. I'll drag and drop that, and then that's going to pick those up for me too. So You can get as crazy with this as you want, especially on materials like this for labor and setting materials and bases and other stuff like that you want to attach. Personally, like I said, I prefer keeping it separate here so that I have just more control over when I need it and when I don't. So
I've got it totally under control here.
But either way, if this is not something you're doing Measure Square, I highly recommend you do it. It just saves so much time and is just easier to track. Because if you're doing all these, if I'm dragging all these one by one, we'll just use this. Then you have to keep up with, well, did I do it already? Did I not do it? And then maybe you have to go and check this. And I'm like, is that the right color? Did I already do it? I'm going to go back and check every room. This way you don't have to do that. You attach it all to one material or to your base material. Not your base, your flooring material.
There it is.
Just drag and drop it once and you're done. So it's a huge time saver once you get your system figured out. So let me know if you have any questions down below. If there's any other ways that you guys use this that I didn't cover, I would love to hear from people that are doing this. So, but like I said, any questions, let me know. Happy to help. Thank you for watching. Talk to you next time.